Okay, guys, welcome to Infinite Light. This is a collective reading for my collective. I've been sick for a while, guys, and I really do appreciate your well wishes. I I got an inhaler, I got a nebulizer, I got the whole gamut of medicine going through my veins right now. Um, I was sitting in a state of meditation following my prayer, and I had a whole idea coming into the studio today exactly what it was that I was going to record a video on. But Spirit said something different during my meditation. I was told to concentrate on a symbol, and I had the first thing that popped up in my mind was a triangle. And in the meditation, my triangle turned into a pyramid. And then from a pyramid, it turned into like a valley of mountains. And then what I saw come up out of, like, not a mist, but just the mountains were in the background, and it popped up like a samurai headdress. And so I was told to look up samurai religious beliefs, and I got, like Buddhism and Confucianism and Shinto. But the thing that popped out of the Buddhism blurb was reincarnation. And that makes sense because at the very start of my meditation, I saw pyramids. And for me, a lot of the time when I'm doing readings and I see pyramids, then this is somebody's past life trying to come through in some way, shape, or form. So I am going to be doing a reading because your past life or your higher self as a collective energy is trying to come and give you some reassurance slash guidance. Reassurance slash guidance. I think it has a lot to do with the current state of the political environment right now. You could be left, you can be right, you could be out of sight as far as it's concerned. But there are some people out there who are really in need of guidance, how to handle the coming months to years. All right. So this is what your higher self is wanting to tell you. Please help me deliver spirit guides, angels, higher energies. Please help me deliver a clear and concise message to the collective that you wanted to talk to today. Should anything negative or weird come up in the message, immediately return it back to sender. I don't want it here. I don't want it on my household, and I don't want it on the viewer. First card to come out, the blue flame. The blue flame says spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. I think grief is coming up for a lot of people. It's a slew. It's an onslaught of emotions, but grief is where my mind is sticking. And I'm feeling in this grief, there's going to be some buttons pushed in you internally in your subconscious that are activating a higher level of awareness. There's going to be a ridiculous amount of aha moments coming in the near future for you. Realizations of things you were maybe on the fence about. No, that can't be true. No, that can't be true. That's too good to be true. That's too weird to be true. Like things like that that are going to be highlighted in truth. The spontaneous awakening is really capturing me. It's like you had a plan of how things were going to go. And for not all of you, but for a good amount of you, that plan did not happen. Let me pull another card. Renewal energy is popping up. And this activation, the spontaneous awakening, this blue on this card is really speaking to the higher chakras, really speaking to the third eye chakra, and then the heart chakra. The third eye chakra, it's pulling me to one of my charts that I have. I am able to hold a vision for my future without attachment. And a vision for my future without attachment might look like a different vision than what your 3D self had. In other words, there was a plan, there was an idealism, there was a utopianism that a lot of you held in your head and in your heart. And you just knew hope. A little bit of lack mentality was attached on to, so wounds that had not healed were attached onto this idealism, this idea of how the future was going to be. And when that didn't turn out to be the way it was initially, the next coming days, you're going to have to reevaluate those wounds that you had attached onto this outcome. And why were you feeling that way? And what do you still have to process? Grief is still coming up, though, a lot. Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Yeah, so I'm getting like really, and then this serpent here, shedding of old ideas still to come. A shedding of old idealism. That utopianism is still popping in my mind, in that if you want to hear God laugh, tell him, her, your plan. The thing is, no matter what side of the fence you are on, we can only see what we have a vantage point of seeing. And the universe, there's just so much more happening that we don't even know about. So many more moving parts. And for everybody listening into this message, you need to understand that there are things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Maybe there is a duality of light and dark forces. But the Age of Aquarius is still coming regardless. This is going to sound odd, but it seems like no matter if you attach to the light or the dark in the coming days, it doesn't matter. Mother Gaia is changing. The universe is changing. We as a collective are going to change regardless. As I was sick, I noticed that there was a time where I felt better, and then it revved back up again. And that's when I posted a picture saying, "Hey guys, I'm not going to be able to do videos for the rest of this week because it just flared back up, and now I'm feeling better." I get this whole sentiment. It gets worse before it gets better, and then I hear people, But what am I supposed to do in the interim? A lot of the feminine, like actual feminine, are saying this. Keeping your head up. YouTube. Tupac. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things are get brighter. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Dedication, trust. Future rivers and oceans. Everything, every path. Have you ever seen, if you take an aerial view, a satellite view of, if you will, of like a coastline, you will see where there are mouths to rivers feeding multiple rivers. You'll see this a lot in the Amazon too. I'm being called towards the Amazon. And they all go into one flow. They all go into one ocean, one sea, all of them. No matter where they start, no matter what they believe, no matter what the culture is, it's all moving towards one place, one space. This whole idea of this age of Aquarius, the age in which the duality is no longer in existence, the age in which the feminine regains her power, the age in which we nurture versus kill and slaughter and divide. The future is oneness with each other, oneness with the higher realms. Advancement is the future. It's still happening. Okay, I know that grief is going to be within you. I know that anger is going to be within you. I know that sadness is going to be within you. I know that confusion is going to be within you. And for those people who are not sad or angry or confused, it doesn't matter. We're all still going in the same direction. Okay, I'm being told to get 2 cards. A lot of this message, I can tell by the way that I'm talking, there's a channel that's open through me. Retrieval. The number 52 card. 5 is change, the Hierophant. A change of how things are. A change of who's in power. A change of who has the key. But then the 2, I was going to say 7. I feel the 7. The 7 is sometimes like what is hidden will be revealed. So I think that Freudian slip was meant to be there, because this is it is a 7 card, the 5 and the 2. So it wasn't a Freudian slip. I just got ahead of myself because of the energy that I'm channeling right now. The 2 is harmony. With the High Priestess, again, this feminine energy, no need to worry. No need to, I was going to say no need to cry, but some of you guys just need to get a good wailing out. Jesus wept. That's going to speak to somebody. Hey, what would Jesus do? A lot of y'all are doing a really good job of not cussing them out. Here's your pat on the back for that. All right, we got some more cards for the collective. Oh, we got Sorceress. The Sorceress card says, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. What this is actually saying is, if you're saying to yourself, be calm, you will be calm. If you're saying to yourself, breathe, you will breathe. If you're saying to yourself, it's okay to cry, you will cry and release that energy, that anger, that pain, that grief. That grief isn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. But I have this knowing that clarity, a gift of clarity will come down in some way, shape, or form. And now my head is itching, almost like a stabbing itching. Going back to this blue chakra, the blue flame, the third eye activation. I am able to hold a vision for my future without attachment. Don't be attached anymore to what you thought was going to be happen. Now be attached to the healing and the release and the growth. Be attached to this winter time, in what I mean by that is the hibernation piece of use this time to go within. It says on my chart, it says right here, I'm not kidding you. It says, I am being very aware of my personal bias. You can listen, we can't change the past, okay? We can't change the past, and I choose not to live in fear. And I pray for the whole of you that are in this fear mindset, that you really are able to take a look at where that is coming from. A lot of you have seen really scary shit in your life, and you don't want to see that again. And the scary shit that I've seen in my life, I wouldn't want to see it again either, but I don't live in fear. And I think that that's a blessing that I have. And I just wish for that to be a blessing for you. So here's homework, okay? For those of you who are living in pride right now, you really need to take a look in the mirror and check that pride. Because your brethren, your neighbor, might not be feeling that same pride. So well wishes. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. For those of you who are feeling grief and anger and sadness and fear, allow yourself to process that and forgive yourself for feeling those feelings. You're allowed to feel those feelings. Nobody can tell you how to feel, but own your feelings and find healthy ways to release. How can the collective release? How can the collective release? Thank you. Detach yourself from the outcome that you wanted in order to be able to move to the future and be healed enough to receive the blessings that are still coming in the future. The only way to do that is to detach yourself from the idealism, this utopianism that you thought was going to happen right now. And breathe. Do not let fear control you. This is the message that I was told to give to you today after my my meditation and prayer. And I hope that you are able to come up with a system or ritual, new habits to help you recenter and ground yourself so that you can be open to the blessings that are still to come. All right? Much love and light. See y'all soon. Bye.